So today, I'm just going to tell you a bit about your SSI score, which is the score that you're given from LinkedIn based on how effectively you portray your professional brand, you build relationships, you find the right people, and you're engaging with insights on LinkedIn. And it's called the Social Selling Index, or SSI for short. And basically, especially if you're nosy and want to see how you stack up against your other competitors and connections and people in your industry, I'm going to give you the link in the comments, but you can see here, if you click on this link, and you can also get to it if you've got a Sales Navigator account. Now you can see here, this is your score. It changes on a daily basis. So mine normally ranges between, usually between 86 and 90. But it changes, and you can see a marked difference. If you stop engaging for a few days and stop posting, it will fall quite dramatically. I actually noticed this right over Christmas Day and Boxing Day, when mine suddenly fell to 84, which it hasn't been for quite a few years. So it's really important to actually keep posting regularly, which is what I always say: keep posting content, valuable content, because if there's no engagement and it's just waffle, then it won't help your social selling index. And you might wonder why it's actually important. But actually, as a statistic, I love statistics, is that 78% of social sellers, people who are engaging socially, actually outsell their peers who don't use social media in this way. And that's quite significant. Now, I'm just going to show you a bit about how this works. So you can see, my score is 88 out of 100, but it's broken down out of into quarters, into 25 percentiles. So this is how effectively I am establishing my brand. Now, when it says establishing your brand, the way that you can improve this is by, if you've got a complete profile, so you've already optimized your profile. You've got a profile picture, headline, summary, your experience all filled in. You're posting relevant content and you're interacting with your network's content. And also, if you are receiving endorsements from your connections and recommendations, this all helps to establish your professional brand. And then we move on to finding the right people, and this is through searches. So that you're doing relevant searches and accurate, focused, targeted searches. You're reaching out to second degree connections, joining groups with like-minded people, and engaging with the people that have viewed your profile. So it's also, it's really useful to look at who's viewed your profile, because it can often be a good conversation starter. Now, engaging with insights, I wouldn't really put too much weight on this score, as insights are mainly a function of the LinkedIn Premium account. So for those of you who don't pay, you're unlikely to score very highly on this in this area. But aside from actively using insights, you can increase your score by engaging with content that your connections are posting. Now, building relationships. For me, this is really key, and it's key to gaining clients and to gaining trust. And it's really one of the major benefits of LinkedIn, is that people want to engage with people that they know and that they've built up a strong relationship with. And you can strengthen existing relationships by providing valuable content to people and through messages to people that you already know. And you can really boost your score over time by engaging with decision makers in your industry, and nurturing your relationships. And basically, if you can establish yourself as a knowledgeable professional by providing sort of helpful content and interacting, your SSI score is likely to steadily rise. But it's obviously not just about numbers, it's about building genuine connections with people. But I'm just going to show you how this works just in a bit more detail. Is that if you look here, you can see that The average sort of person doing what I do and generating leads and increasing people's visibility on LinkedIn, the average score is actually 25 out of 100. But I'm not actually showing you this just to show off. If you look here, you can see, for example, finding the right people, which is doing targeted searches, whereas I've scored 19, the average in my industry is only 4, which basically gives me a huge competitive advantage. So you can work this backwards and look at where other people are failing in your industry and make sure that you are improving in that area. And just basically gain a competitive advantage. And it's good because it also gives you a bit of an impetus over time. So, you know, I know that when I see my score go down, I'm like, right, okay, you know, I'm basically not trying hard enough in the last few days. And it gives me some motivation to actually get in there, comment on people's posts, you know, pay it back, share people's posts, and actually be a good LinkedIn citizen. If you want to know a bit more sort of about how you can improve your SSI score and basically how you can use LinkedIn in a more meaningful way and to basically bring in more clients for your business, I will put a link in the comments, and feel free to book an hour's strategy session with me, and we can go through your individual situation. I hope you found this useful this morning, and I've taught you something that you didn't know before, and feel free to get in touch.